and those who are casting spells or trying to attach to. Yes, that's
What you
not
doing?
something that you want to completely ignore. Do the work you have to do there
You sure?
to protect yourself. But know that the main
What's next?
the final
Seriously.
frontier in these energies is
What's
between
next?
yourself and the false persona
There are snacks over there.
they try to put on
There.
you through their false identities, through their wounding, through their pain, all the ways they try to get you to live outside of your divine truth, all the hats they try to have you put on to tune you out, to separate you from,
Okay, go sit over
make
there.
it almost impossible
Go,
for you to reconnect
bro, out of the kitchen.
with your I am
Come on.
truth.
No.
So
I
in
know
other
what you did last
words,
summer.
right now you get to decide who you are. This is the window where right now you get to align with the divine and decide who you are. You get to get that information back. You get to come into union with your higher self that wants to tell you who you are.
New pile style.
And for some of you, you already know, and now is the season to marry that person, marry that energy, come into full union with it. So right now in this window between the new moon last week and the new moon that's coming up in Aries at the end of the month. The new moon last week was 0 degrees, the opening degree of Aries that holds the fullness of the entirety of that sign. The 29 degree mark, again, holds the fullness and the completion of that energy. It's again, alpha, omega energy. This month is a sublimation of the Aries energy in a way like, I don't know when last we would have experienced it, but the point is,
Nums?
It's to prepare us for when the nodes move into Aries and Libra in July, because Libra is an energy that often, we associate with the balancing of scales, but the Aries energy is a great balancer too. It just works in different ways. The Aries energy is more concerned with us taking the initiative to get self into balance. It's why the equinoxes occur at the opening of each of those seasons. They're both balancers of energy, Aries and Libra. So right now, it's time for us to come back into equilibrium with self, come back into a balanced state of who we are, right? On Earth, as it's already been, proclaimed in the heavenlies. So the Matrix is a game that does its best to contract you to death energies at every turn. And the reason I say death energies is because everything you contract yourself to in the Matrix.
Found it.
And again, the contracting self to
We
an
found it on
energy
YouTube.
is pretty much just opening your fields up to be commanded by
I saw
something
this is known.
that isn't you. It doesn't even have
Didn't
to be
want
a
me to
person.
get married.
It can be a thing. This is why addictions are such a big part of the Matrix construct. And if anything, in this energy, you might realize a lot of your old addictions are kicking up.
Because they didn't want
or you might see
to know
it in other people.
the truth.
Their way of handling being here in the Matrix when they weren't conscious of who they were, because that's what an addiction is.
They didn't want me to acknowledge my thinking.
In the context of the Matrix, we're all coping mechanisms because our souls fought against the lie, but we weren't aware of that. So the majority of addiction is that it's like trying to find a balance and not knowing how to and feeling helpless. And so because of that, a lot of this addiction energy, because there's so much density and there's so many of these entities running around and trying to get you to contract yourself once again to, I am an addict, I am depressed, I am everything but your divine truth. And this is not to take away from the real experience of going through depression or addiction, but it is to say that all of that is a part of the plan of the Matrix. And if you've struggled with that, this is what it's trying to take you down into again. These energies right now. So the way my guides were showing it to me is that right now there are like
That
two
would be easy
doors
for me.
that we're being offered two options right now.
To
We are being
collaborate.
offered the opportunity to get off the wheel of karma and get on the wheel of dharma, or to take another ride
They
around
didn't
the
want
wheel
me
of
to
karma.
make a way.
And the wheel of karma is what we sign up for when we are out of alignment with our divine truth. You see, the point of karma is always to bring you back into divine truth.
They funnel me in
Some
different
people
directions.
accumulate a lot of karma because they refuse
So that I
to
wouldn't make any new
learn the lessons. They want
connections
to
or
continually go against divine
communications.
truth by hurting themselves and hurting
Bunch of
others and
research.
hurting others, and realizing that in doing so, and in
Or
hurting
to have
others, and not
pause.
waking up and realizing that you can't hurt another person or being or anything containing
No
life without
business.
doing it to self too. So the whole point of karma is for awakening,
This is what
is for
gangstalking
ascension,
is
is
trying
for
to stop.
enlightenment. Once you get to a level where you have realized
Where did it start
these
in your
things
life?
and you are consciously living in accordance